Sir Francis Galton was a genius. Along with being an anthropologist, a meteorologist, a geographer, a statistician, an inventor, and a geneticist, he was also a knight. It's no wonder he was one of the first scientists to investigate intelligence itself. For all his talents, Sir Francis Galton was in some ways a typical Victorian gentleman. He strongly believed intelligence and talent were hereditary, and the biggest factor determining one's success in life was where your genes came from. He coined the term nature versus nurture, coming down strongly on the side of nature. And he basically invented eugenics. To Sir Francis Galton, the future of humanity lay in the careful cultivation of the best and brightest individuals, not the unwashed masses. That is, until he went to the fair. In 1906, Sir Francis Galton happened to be at a livestock fair where there was a contest to guess the weight of an ox. The crowd was encouraged to submit guesses on pieces of paper. Whoever was closest won something. Maybe they won the ox. I don't know. That's not the point. Anyway, Sir Francis Galton took a look at the answers and found that no one got the answer right. The guesses varied widely. No one was even close. Now, Sir Francis Galton could have stopped there and lived the rest of his Victorian knighthood, confident that the general populace was just as dumb and unwashed and deserving of the systematic extinction as he'd always assumed. But his scientific curiosity got the better of him. He took the average of all the guesses and compared that to the actual weight of the ox and found that it was surprisingly close, within 1% of the actual weight. The average guess was better than any single individual's guess. No one knew the answer, no one guessed correctly, but the crowd, landed upon the answer anyway. Sir Francis Galton called this the Vox Populi. That's smarty pants for voice of the people. I'd like to say at this point, Sir Francis Galton had a change of heart and he recanted all his earlier beliefs and became a champion of the people.
It was the people who made the rock the people's champion.
But that's not what happened. He went on to write a novel depicting a utopian society based entirely on eugenics, influencing fascist dictatorships for years to come. Maybe Galton thought his discovery was a fluke, or maybe he was too blinded by his individual biases to see the repercussions of his findings. But in the centuries since then, the wisdom of the crowd has reared its multi-headed form in many places, maybe no more so than on the internet. Just look at Wikipedia. It's an open source encyclopedia that can be edited by anyone, not just experts, not just knights. And while it does have its issues, overall Wikipedia has been found to be fairly accurate, comparable to Encyclopedia Britannica in many ways. And it could be argued that Wikipedia and similar sites have at least some experts there correcting false information. But what if there are no experts? What if the group doesn't even have any brains, not even a single neuron? What if you're just a blob of single-celled organisms? Can you still make intelligent decisions? Physarum polycephalum is a slime mold. And slime molds are basically what they sound like, slimy collections of single-celled amoebas. They have no brain, no central nervous system, but they're surprisingly good at navigating mazes. Put a piece of food at one end of the maze, and a slime mold will ooze its way through and find the most efficient path. Slime molds are so good at this, they can even replicate the transportation systems of Japan, the US, and Canada. By making miniature maps of these nations, where the major cities and transportation hubs were replaced by nutrients, the slime molds were able to ooze their way across the map, creating astonishingly accurate representations of Tokyo's rail system and the US and Canada's highway systems. These slime molds did not grow randomly. Somehow, without a nervous system, a group of slimy amoeba were able to design roads just as well as a team of engineers. They are so good at navigating, researchers have even proposed utilizing slime molds for future transportation planning. So next time you feel like the smartest person in the room, there's a slime mold that can show you the door. Thanks for watching. You can click over here to see the next video in our community playlist, which is about geoengineering, or you can go back and check out the opener with Craig Benzine. Otherwise, you can go check out some other playlists that we've done in the past, or you can go look at our Subbable page and maybe think about supporting the show. Thanks. See ya.